William Arthur Dimmick was not a man of physical stature, but he was a Southern gentleman who believed in the region's social code of conduct. Born in Paducah, Kentucky in 1919, Bill served in the U.S. Navy in the Pacific Theater during World War II, graduated from Berea College, and held master's and doctoral degrees from Yale Divinity School. In 1960, he became a canon and then the dean of the socially prestigious St. Mary's Episcopal Cathedral in Memphis, Tennessee. Personally adverse to social and political controversy, when the city, whose mayor was a parishioner, became engaged in a labor dispute with its African-American sanitation workers, Dimmick made every effort not to allow the issue to disrupt the cathedral community. Until the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated on April 4th, 1968, at the Lorraine Motel, just 2 miles from the cathedral. The next day, Dimmick invited the city's clergy to meet him on the steps of the cathedral at noon. As he told the story, once they were gathered, he emerged from the building wearing a cope and carrying the processional cross. He then led them the 1.5 miles to City Hall, entered the building, marched into the office of Mayor Loeb, and demanded that he negotiate a fair contract with the workers and end the strike. Bill Dimmick paid a price for these actions. Nearly half of the cathedral's membership left during the following months, many in protest of his actions that day. He was socially ostracized for violating that social code and had to leave the South within 5 years, first relocating to an Episcopal church in Connecticut before being chosen 2 years later to lead the Diocese of Michigan, Northern Michigan. In 1981, he became the assistant bishop in the Diocese of Minneapolis, and then was acting dean of the Episcopal Church's seminary in Evanston, Illinois, for a year. Finally, Bill Dimmick was able to return to his beloved South to serve as the assistant to the Bishop of Alabama in 1984, only 3 months before his death. Bill Dimmick was a short man. I knew him back in the 1970s. He had a twinkle in his eye when he told the story that while he was standing on the steps of the cathedral waiting for this march, the local rabbi was standing next to him. And he said, "Would you please hold the cross for a minute while I adjust my coat?" And the rabbi replied, "Bill, I've been trying to get that guy off my back for years." Amen.